Ya ma da was goody to the goddess and the god, and was popping to my people. And well, like we always do about this time, let's do it. Uh, hey, whew, it's gonna get rough tonight. I'm gonna give y'all some time to do what y'all do, cause I know y'all take forever. Black folks always do. But whenever you decide to slide in here tonight, it's gonna be one. It's a lot going on. Y'all, uh-oh. T.I. and Boosie mad at each other. This shit crazy. How much money you got to make to not be mad at black folks? That's what I'm trying to say. What's the number? What's the number I could get that once I get it, I could just look at another black person and be like, bro, I don't even care. Like, is there a number? Or is it the richer you get, the more you want to punch people and shoot them? Because I don't understand that. Because when you was broke, you was saying the reason why we act like this because we ain't never had shit. And I was feeling that. And then you got rich and you act worse. So I don't understand what happened. Because the purpose of doing it in the first place is because you didn't have shit. But once you get some shit, then y'all will tear up the shit you never had trying to prove that you ain't never had shit. That's the main thing y'all say once y'all get rich and y'all want to prove yourself. Be like, do you know where I came from? I ain't never had shit. Okay. But you got all kind of shit now. What's the problem? Maybe it's just a rapper thing. I'm sure rock and roll guys get into it too. I just never see them after the show punching each other in the face, but it probably happen. I'm sure it do. White guys get drunk and flaps. So I'm sure it happens. But I don't be seeing it. I really don't be seeing it. But that's cool. That's fine. If white guys don't want to punch each other in the face, they don't have to just to make me happy. If that's not your thing, white guys, don't let me influence you. Because if it was up to me, right after the very next rock and roll show, no, I'm just playing. Like, I don't even know if they've been. Well, I'm sure they do. I was about to say, you just don't hear about rock and roll very much. Maybe it's because I'm not into it that I think it doesn't exist anymore. But I'm sure there's some important rich rock guys or something. I don't know any, but I'm sure there are. Okay. I ain't gonna do a whole lot of talking about extra shit tonight because I want to get to the good shit. It's about to go that away. Like, man, do y'all have any idea what these fucking people be doing? That's why I always say you got to know something to know something. A lot of times when I hit y'all with some information, y'all be like, I ain't never heard of that. If you knew the shit before I say the shit, what exactly would you be listening to me for? Don't tell me you sit here for 2 hours every week just to hear shit you already heard before. That can't be it. Of course you don't know. That's the whole point. I pride myself on bringing the people shit they don't know. That's kind of my job. I'm not supposed to sit here. I was about to tell a really bad joke about church, but I promised I wasn't going to slay the church tonight, so I'm going to keep that to myself. But y'all better be lucky this history tonight. I pride myself on certain things, and tonight I'm going to be a representative of those things. How about that? Better. Now, this is the thing right here. We're going to deal with his story. No. We're going to do it with history. The real deal, not his story. This the real. He told the truth this time. And we're going to deal with him. That's the thing about it. People say all the time, it'd be crazy you had these conversations with people. Like, I say frequently to people, I think politics aren't real. And when I say that, I think it's deceptive because then y'all think, of course it's real. We see it. But that's not what I mean when I say it's not real. What I mean when I say it's not real is like it's not real to our understanding. Like our conceptuality of what politics is, I don't think that's real. Like, I don't think you vote for two candidates in one win. I don't think that's real. I don't think the guys, like, give you a perfect example. I'm not the president of anything. But every week, I come up here for 2 hours and don't read off shit and tell the truth and say deep, important shit. So why does the leader of the free world have to read off a piece of paper all the time or teleprompters and shit? Why don't he know shit? Like, the president be giving y'all a deep ass speech and be doing this. And then they say a tough ass line and y'all be like, bro, why don't you ask him who's your writer? I'm all for stopping the press conference like, Mr. President, I was gonna clap, but I really thought about it. Can we get the name of your writer? Because that guy's dope. Like, that probably wouldn't work out. But why don't we care about the guy who writes the speech? Why do we give a shit about the guy who's actually saying the things? I'm more impressed with the mind of the guy who's writing stuff good enough for the president to say it. Why don't we care about that? Because we're weird. We don't think things out. So that lets me know, that just that little piece lets me know right there that something ain't right. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If a guy's going to rule over me, I expect that guy to know everything about what he's trying to rule. So like, you're the leader, but those guys tell you what to do. So why the fuck do we have to deal with you? Why don't we just deal with those guys and stop paying you to say shit you don't know? I don't understand that. Why do we give a guy a check to talk about things he doesn't know? Doesn't make sense to me. But it does if this shit ain't real. That's what I mean when I say it's not real. But we're going to go deeper. Like, you're under the impression that 2 billionaires could get so mad at each other that they just start dropping bombs, like nuclear bombs that could end whole civilizations. You think a billion... Let's see. You know why you think that? Because you're poor as shit. Only poor people have these fucking fantasies that you see on TV. So let me explain something to the poor people, because I'm one of them. There's not a billionaire on this fucking planet that would kill himself to prove a point. Do you understand how a billionaire lives? I'm going to get rid of this to prove a point? To who? I'm a billionaire. Who gives a shit? Like, y'all don't understand it. The only thing a billionaire, let me say something. The only thing a billionaire cares about, the singular only thing that a billionaire cares about, hear me when I say this, this is a monumental moment in thought history. The only fucking thing on the planet that a billionaire cares about is where the fuck another billion is coming from. What are we talking about? What else does a billionaire care about? Another $1 billion. When you get to $1 billion, you're never gonna let that go. So you need another one fast, in a hurry. And my guess is you'll probably get the second one how you got the first one. And after you get 2 billion, you think you'll be like, hey, 2 billion, I made it. No, why? You made it to 2 billion. Wouldn't you like to see what 4 looks like? Like, I mean, come on, let's just think about it. So they got you into, and the reason why you believe this, because of fucking 007 movies and shit like that. So this is like, you got this billionaire crime lord, he got more money than God, and he wants to blow up the world. What the fuck do you want to do that for? For what? Well, okay, I'm gonna help you with this. What does a billionaire do the day after a nuclear holocaust? The same shit as the poor people. Fucking die. Nobody with $1 billion is dropping a bomb on anyone. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. And y'all think this, and I'm going to tell you why you believe this. For one, like I said, you watch 007 movies and television and shit like that. But the other problem is religion. Religion has you thinking shit that's not logical. Like the people, like religion is for you. You're supposed to give a fuck about religion. The guy who controls the religion, he knows it's a fucking lie. He has to know, because I know, and I don't control shit. I just told y'all that. I'm not the president of anything. So how can guys that get paid 5 times as much as me and go 10 times higher in life, but they don't know the shit that I know? Come on, man, stop it. You can't have religions that tell you you shouldn't get rich. But the religions that have the textbooks that tell you shouldn't get rich are the richest people on the planet. Come on, man, what are we doing? So we must understand that everything is connected and they never tell the truth. Tonight, let's cook. Please hit the like, please hit the share. Let's cook. I'm telling y'all, this is every time I unfold another space in what these people have done, it get thicker and thicker. And I be like, it starts to formulate one big ass picture. And that's why I'm gonna get right. I ain't waiting nowhere. I'm gonna get right back to this thing. For everybody who really is on the fence about whether politics is real or not, I'm finna prove it tonight. And I'm not even really talking about politics, but I'm gonna show y'all something. This is about, like they tell you, like they put it right in your face. What does it say on the back of your money? New World Order. Okay. They put it in the TV shows. They put it everywhere so they can turn it to a fable and something that just popularized on TV. But it's on the back of your money. Nodus Oro Seclorum. New World Order on the back of your money. So when you see these tanks moving around, running into people and doing, this is a conquest. This is not, they're not spreading democracy. What the fuck? Listen. Okay, so listen. So the United States goes around the world preaching freedom and democracy. And they're going to these countries and telling you that these evil people are doing all these horrible things to their people, and United States is going to liberate them. And they get you on, and they tell you, and they give you these speeches that they're reading off pieces of paper that other more clever guys wrote, and you don't get it. But either way it goes, so they read these speeches off paper and get you all fired up, and the next thing you know, you're like, yeah, go get those bastards, those fucking bastards in the Middle East, they gotta die. You don't know not one fucking bastard from the Middle East that did anything to you. You don't know shit about these people. And they're melanated just like you. And here's what's really going on. They're taking over these people's shit. Here's how you know. Who the fuck is going to spend $1 trillion to take their military thousands of miles across the planet to fight for something that they don't even fight for in their own country? Look how your government treats its people in the country, the most valuable people in the country, the ones that built the country. Look how the government treats them. And you want me to believe that they're going to spend $1 trillion, go thousands of miles away to fight people, to stop people from doing what they're doing to you? They're doing the same shit to you. The shit that they tell you these tyrants are doing in other countries, they're doing it to you right here. So why the fuck would you believe that they're going to help somebody else when they won't help you here? It's a 2+2 moment. So what's really going on? They're taking these people's shit. That's what they're doing. They're running in people's shit and taking it. They are waging war on melanated people all over the planet. That's why y'all finna stop this you ain't African shit. There's only one species this planet was inhabited for, and that's melanated man and woman. Fuck these land masses that these white boys divided up and put a name on for you. Start using your fucking brain. Y'all be talking about like they don't even got our same facial features. He ain't your fucking cousin. Shut up, man. Come on, bro. This 666 bloodline. That's what we talking about. All that other shit the white boy made. Y'all be talking about, I ain't African. African was named by white. Shut the fuck up. All this shit was named by white boys. What are you talking about? Currently, unless you're not paying attention, white boys run the planet. So why the fuck we keep arguing over this? And I'm finna show you tonight that they are smart enough to understand, I don't give a fuck what color white boy you is. You're a white boy, you with us. That's what they did. They found all the white boys and they came together like Voltron on your ass while you still sitting here arguing about what kind of black person you are and if you should be called black and if you African and if you Aboriginal and if you Kemetic. You all of it. Who says you ain't? Who told you you can't be everything you claiming? Who told you you got to pick one? Come on, man. But we're going to deal with it tonight. Because what we do is we get on these social platforms and we argue over opinions and information that we really haven't looked into. And so why should I argue with a man over something that I know in my heart I don't know? Okay, I could probably put up a good enough argument to convince people who don't know no better that I know a little something. But in my heart, I know. I don't really know what I'm talking about, and that man could have been right. Why did I waste that moment with an ego? And this is what we do all the time. You got some audacity seeing, you see people with your skin complexion. I don't give a fuck where they from. People with your complexion are oppressed everywhere on the planet. And you think you could afford to separate yourself? You're losing. You ever watch a horror movie? Every time somebody suggests they split up, they die. Like, it doesn't, power has always been in numbers. The fuck are you talking about? I'm not them, I'm not them, I'm not them. Why? Why? What sense does that make? And when you see what they did, watch this. Watch this. We're going to get busy tonight. This is what they did. All white folks sat down at a table with not one African or melanated person in the room. And they looked at the map of Africa and divided that motherfucker up like pieces of pie. And then they say, we ain't gonna do it like the Pope and them did it, because a lot of y'all, and even myself, we like to tell that story about how the Pope gave out the land. Well, that was a trial run, but that wasn't the real deal. I'm finna show you the real deal. Because this time they say, we ain't gonna do it like last time. Ain't no claiming shit you ain't man enough to go take. So if you say you control it, we should be able to come in that bitch and you control it. Or don't say it's yours. So you got to really go in there and get busy. How can a room full of people divide a land they never set foot on and then make it a reality? This is the real thing that we should be focused on. Fuck what sect you want to claim. Whether you want to be Hebrew, Aboriginal, all of that shit don't matter. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it don't matter to them. They control all media, even the shit I'm speaking on right now. So therefore, The only messages getting out are the ones they want to get out. So this whole world wouldn't be confused about whether they Aboriginal, whether they Israelite, whether they Kemetic, African. There wouldn't be no confusion if they didn't allow it. They allow the media to give you all these different ideologies so you can keep continuing to separate yourself. We quick to tell each other what we not. You'll tell me, I ain't no Israelite. I ain't no African. I ain't black. I ain't African American. Well, what is you then, brother? What are you? Stop telling me what you're not. What are you? See, it's easier to tell me what you're not because you don't know who you are. I got a seminar coming called Identity Theft / Identity Crisis. And we're going to get to the bottom line then. Yes, it's definitely self-destructive behavior, brother, but it comes from somewhere. See, I'm not into having. See, what we do is wait till we get cancer and then try to deal with cancer. No, why don't we find out what cancer actually is so that we can do some prevention along the way so we don't have to get it, then worry about it. We like to diagnose the problem and then try to work it. No. Let's start knowing what it is before it get there. So yeah, we sick, definitely, but how we get there. That's what we're going to deal with tonight because we got to stop. We hate our enemies so much we scared to give them credit. This dude is crafty. And we can stop playing like he not. Our pride in a way won't let us say, good one. See, and when you fighting, if somebody catch you with a good hook and you get mad, you probably get whooped. But if your opponent catch you with a good hook and you respect it, like, okay, you're probably ready to fight now. We got to start giving a little bit more respect to our opponent. I didn't say like them, and I didn't say respect their being. I'm saying respect the fight. It's some moves being made that's worthy of a good warrior of the people. So now, you got this guy right here. For everybody, if y'all on Facebook, I'm gonna tell y'all where we at on YouTube. If y'all stay over there, that's fine. But every week I tell y'all where we at. Okay, so this is where we at. Y'all can stay there if y'all want to, or y'all can slide over here. It's visuals over here, though. So this the guy right here. Y'all remember this face? Now, that guy right there is Leopold II. Now, he come from a little bitty ass country, Belgium. And so what he's trying to do is get on the national stage with the colonizers. So you got all these big boy colonizers, all of them. And they are shaking and baking, moving slaves all over the world. And he got this little rinky-dink ass country and he ain't moving no weight. And so he keep trying to go to the big boys like, hey, I'm one of y'all. Work with me. We don't got nothing for you. Get it like we got it. So he can't find no way in. Now, at this point in time, this is what the African map was considered to look like. This is what they considered. Now look how that say, inland parts unknown. That entire inner core of Africa had not been penetrated simply because slavery was on the coast. So all of the coastline is where they had ports at, where they was navigating, grabbing the slaves and dipping in and out. The inner core used to be called white man's grave. That's what the white boy used to call the inner core of that map, was literally called white man's grave. Now they're gonna tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna get busy tonight, God rock with me. Now they're gonna tell you that the reason why it was called white man's grave was because of the disease. Now, I'm quite sure that may have played a part in it, but it was them ass whoopings that they was a little worried about. It was them ass whoopings. It was them knuckle sandwiches, and they was catching them spear ass whoopings. They wasn't quite ready for that, and they didn't know how to navigate in them areas. When you don't got no way in, you can't even get in. So that shit where they convincing y'all that they bum rushed us and did a hostile takeover, no. That's not what happened. So now, this what make it so cold though. So what they did first was they had the guy I showed y'all, King Leopold II. Now what he do is he say, okay, well fuck it. Since don't nobody want to rock with me, I'm gonna be the one to tread the inner core where we ain't supposed to go. So what he did was he sent a little reconnaissance team. Y'all just slide in there and just see what's happening. Now, they did it. They played it how they always play it. You know they always come in peace. They always come. Hold on for a second. I'm going to show y'all how they came. You know they always come in peace. They want to come. They got medical information for you. They want to help you out. Talk to the tribal leaders, let them know we working. Help the little children when they sick. Yeah, they come with all that. They come with all that. That's how it always start. That's how it always start. Now I'm gonna show you. Now, this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now that's how they coming. So now, when you got these sicknesses, you in the jungle, of course. But you know, we got our own remedies that may take a little bit longer. So the white boy come with that medicine and hey, no, he don't gotta be sick 30 days. Give him that and watch what happens. Pow. Grandpa right back up. Now they proving themselves, getting in good. So now, when you go, you're going to be there. You might be there for 30 days, a month or two. Learning the ways of the tribe, getting in good. You got food, you feeding them. So now, you good with the tribe. They don't see no reason not to rock with you. And then you tell them, you got to leave. But when you come back, you can bring more food and more medicine. Say, oh, you're welcome back. More food, more medicine. And then, you know, round about the fourth trip, it turned to this type shit. Your friends, your fucking friends, turned to this type shit. It was all good just a week ago. It was all good just a fucking week ago. Now look what we dealing with. See, this, now this, what you have to understand is this was in the Congo. Now, y'all can look this up. You can look up the Congo massacre. The Congo massacre, and you'll see King Leopold II, who is responsible, according to the white boy records, he's responsible for killing 10 million. Now, 10 million. Why 10 million people gotta die? 10 million. See, this is the shit they don't want to talk about in classroom. They don't want to talk about this in the classroom. They want you to talk about Abraham Lincoln flying kites and all this old nonsense. This is your real fucking history. This the real shebang. So now So now, this Leopold dude really then took over the whole Congo. And he was fucking brutal. Like, this is some of the worst shit in human history. When you look this up, hold your stomach. You already know, brother. All kind of black power. When you look this dude up, you're going to see a lot of Africans with their hands cut off. See, that's why you don't want to be African. You ain't got to tell me. That tough talk is just for social media. You don't want to get in these trenches. Once you say you African, you know you standing out there. You in a war zone. You don't want no parts of that. So you rather be called something that don't cause no friction. You want to be something docile. No. It's all kind of black power, and we definitely African. African is a thought process. We talking about a thought process, a moral standard, a spiritual ideology. That's what African means. I don't give a fuck about being isolated to a landmass. You want to ask me where I come from? I'm Stardust. I'm 666, so I don't care about no land masses. If you melanated, you're not even from this planet. So what do you care about a landmass for? That's just a way we can identify. Oh yeah, I said it. If you're melanated, you're not even from this planet. Now, try me. I cook heavy. Please hit the like. Please hit the share. We're going to cook tonight, I promise. Y'all talking about soul food? This soul food right here. Now, y'all got to see how this thing go. So now, once dude get in there, now he's sitting there, he's starting to swell up. He get in there, he get in the Congo, and he's starting to swell up now. And he asked everybody, they told him no. He was brave enough to go in there and tackle what everybody else was scared of. And now look what happened. They slowly start coming in. Slowly, his people slowly inching their way in. And then that turned into that. Turned into that. But let's go back to that for a minute. This is where it started. Now see, now watch this though. So now, this is one of the most significant parts in human history, in human history, and they never tell you about it. That's why we're doing this tonight. This is more important than any of this shit y'all know about. Any of the shit they tell y'all about. This meeting right here is the most significant meeting in modern history. Right now we on Misinformation Nation on YouTube. I put it in the chat. Now y'all check this out. The Berlin Conference. They don't talk to you about that. So now when y'all say politics is real, and I be telling y'all that shit is phony baloney, I'm about to prove it. Now, you got to look up the Berlin Conference, 1884. But watch how wicked this thing get. Okay, so now in 1884, these guys, you see this? This is not a cartoon. This is a real sketch. Everybody in that sketch is real people. This the dude who run Germany right here. These are real people. So now you see what's on the menu. That's an African map. Hey, sis, what's happening? That's an African map right there. So how you got a room full of white boys with a map of Africa is the talk tonight. That's what we talking about tonight. This the shit they don't want to talk to you about in class. How we got a room full of white boys discussing what's going to happen in Africa, and it ain't not one African in the room. So now, but listen to the date I gave y'all. The date is 1884. Wait a minute. Didn't they say Slavery was abolished in 1865. So, if they about to divide up Africa, they can't divide up Africa with the slave trade still going. So you got to think about this. African kingdoms is getting rich off this shit too. So we're empowering these kingdoms, but we're stripping them of everybody around. So like, if we was to invade Africa, all of those tribes that you warred against, they would get common sense and say, hey, we got to come together and fight a common enemy. But if you just spent the last 100 years selling me all of your enemies, yeah, you got a big ass powerful kingdom, but it's just you now. And we know that because we've been doing business with you. We helped you get rid of all your enemies, so we know you ain't got them no more. And you ain't got no help either. So after they done drained all of the Africans out of there, now it's a lot of land. And they figure, why should we let them keep the land? We got their people. Why should we let them keep the land? So in less than 20 years, they come with the Berlin Conference. Now, these are the same white boys. Everybody, look, I'm finna show you. I told you we're not going to play tonight. Where that little map at? Hold on. Where that little map at? Right here. These are, look at these countries. France, Germany, Italy, United Kingdom. These are all the same people who were in the Atlantic slave trade. These are the slave masters who have now decided we want the land too. Because we made so much money off the people that we've been toting in and out your country, and we stole it out of them too. Everybody didn't, and y'all need to get that out y'all head. Every African didn't give y'all up. A lot of them died because they wouldn't give y'all up. A lot of them kings got slaughtered because they refused to hand over their people. So they got slaughtered. So don't think everybody betrayed you. Everybody didn't. They had, I can't think of his name right off the top of my head. They had this one African king, and he well known. They cut his head off and kept it for 200 years. Preserved it for 200 years. These people are wicked, bro. These people are fucking wicked. It's not what you think, but you got to pay attention. So now they got their way in. And so now here's what they do. Now you got to corner the market. So boom, for everybody that be talking about the ships, they corner the market on boat building. So now the Dutch is the only place you're getting good boats from. So now we can get around the world more efficiently and faster than everybody else. Now they going left and right, hitting Africa, bow, and coming through with pistols. They come through with the medicine, the Bible, and get you right for a minute. Every time they send the missionaries or the medicine, whichever one you go for. Missionaries or the medicine. Then they say, you see, you could go on the internet now, and you can see white folks in a foreign country giving shots to the kids and giving them medicine. Bill and Melinda Gates is not even allowed, they got kicked out of certain countries. Bill and Melinda Gates, y'all can look this up. They got kicked out of like 7 African countries for experimenting on the children and killing them. Why are they free? Why are they free to instruct us on COVID medicine? Because during the beginning of COVID, right before it hit, I swear to y'all, I already reported on it, but y'all can look this up. Right at the beginning of COVID, Bill and Melinda was out in Africa testing vaccines on African kids and killed like 9 of them and got ran out of Africa. All right, look it up. It be something going on. Always deeper than what they're gonna tell us. So now watch this. So now you got the boats, you got the best boats around, and you can navigate quicker than everybody else. So now what you got to do, here's where shit gets sinister. So now you got the communications. They come up with the hold on, where's that? Give me 1 second, y'all. Here you go, right here. Remember this right here? Now they can tap and send you a message. It can get there in seconds. For no more carrier pigeon and all that old school shit. Now they can tap your message out and get it popping. Now, see, what's really doing it is technology. Then watch what they do. Now they upgrade the boats. Boom. Now you got the steam engines. Now you don't gotta go against it and worry about the sails and all that shit. We're gonna get these steam engines and get around faster. Now, technology, see, they took the money that they made off slavery and they spent it on technology. This how we gonna win the next phase. We got the paper. Now, the only way that we can really take over the world is we have to be more advanced than everybody else. So the first advancement is the gun. And this how you know they in cahoots. All the pistols is German. So how we got so many of them? Because who put Germany in power? Hitler was a Rothschild. Y'all got to start seeing the connection. Adolf Hitler was a Rothschild. These people are all fucking relatives. You just dealing with the great-great-great-grandbabies of the same motherfuckers that been pulled it. So now, they keep upping the ante on technology. What's the next thing you need? So now, when you see, all right, we about to start going to war. Now, once we start going to war, we got to be able to, now look at this. They got the schematics on the guns. This, they the first with this type of shit. Now, you got these tribes still over there with spears and shit. Motherfuckers pulling up on the dock with this type of shit. And it's going to be a massacre. Look at this shit. It's going to be a massacre. And then, after they come through and lay everybody down, look what they put. See, now you got to have, it's another part to this, the media. You got to have the media. So now after you go through there and slaughter all of these innocent people, look what they put in their media. The horrid system of government overthrown. The way cleared for civilization. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at this. Look at this. Look at all of these soldiers against people with spears and horses. And they got ranks and ranks and ranks. They got cannons pulling up. It's a slaughter. It's a slaughter. And this is these people's land. They didn't invade you. You invaded their land. And then you put this in the paper. A horrid system of government overthrown. The way cleared for civilization? Are you fucking kidding me? What horrid system of government? You came over here and offered us some shit. Nobody came to you and we don't fuck with you. We didn't even know you existed. This is the game they play. This is what really happened. So this is why you want to disconnect yourself from that. Because you don't want to be a part of your people getting slaughtered. You want to be a part of, you want to come up with some fancy title so you can be better. No, they attacked, listen, look. Okay, look at these white boys. Do you honestly think any white boy in that room give a fuck whether you Aboriginal, Israelite, Kemetic, Christian, Jehovah Witness, Rolling 60 Crip? Do they look like they give a shit? They don't care. Claim whatever you claim. Nigga, just roll over and give us that land. You can claim what you want to claim. Just give up that land. That's what the real thing is. Y'all worried about all this other shit. Here's what you need to be worried about. The map is deceptive. Africa is big enough to fit the United States, Europe, China, and some more shit in there. You could fit them shits inside of Africa. They purposely made the map make Africa look smaller. I told you, a part of this conquest is the media and the propaganda. So you think civilization started somewhere other than the place where all the resources are at, and it's big enough to fit all these other places you trying to claim. Make it make sense. This is what you need to be worried about. You see how that this continent right here is the birthplace of civilization until somebody else can prove us different. So this is where all people started from. And according to science, all people started black first. So this is where you came from, whether you like it or not. And you see what it says right there? Inland parts unknown. So that means at once upon a time, the most sacred place on the planet was still sacred, and them white boys didn't have a clue. That place became that place. And this was the last place left on the planet where you were safe at, sir, ma'am. And we don't have it no more. So you keep talking all that fancy shit about where you from and realize that was the last safety net on this planet, and you don't have it anymore. Now, more technology, the steam engine. Now, when they got your peoples, now you know wars go on for months, right? And you got to be able to get food and supplies in. So now, when you got, hold on, where is that? Where is that? Damn, I just had it. So now, when you at war and you slaughtering, and you got this wall up right here, you got these people on horses, and you got these people right here. You see these people bringing in supplies, and you see these people on horseback. These people riding around, taking orders of what need to happen, and then they moving around to the back. And then you got the train, and look what they did to the map. All of these red lines are railroads. You see that? All of these red lines are railroads. So they came with this. They came with the steam engine to move you around faster. Then they came with the railroad to service their people when they're in the middle of battle, so nobody starves and they can get all the supplies and medical shit they need. This is what happened to you, brethren. So how you think that these people, you sitting around thinking that Russia and the United States about to go to war. So explain something to me. This is what I need you to explain to me. Hold on. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's go back to the white guys in the room. There's a representative of Russia in this room right now. There's a representative of Germany. There's a representative of China. There's a representative of every fucking place in this room right now. I need you to go in history and find me the meeting where they undid this. Find me the paperwork that says they undid that meeting. Because in that meeting, everybody that you worried about was sitting down agreeing, we finna get these niggas. So I need to know what information you have that can solidify the fact that this meeting don't stand no more. Because they had a goal: divide up the land, take it all, and get rich off of it. They divided up the land, took it all, and they rich as fuck. What do they have to fight about? What do they have to fight about? In your mind, they got something to fight about. But realistically, what do they have to be upset about? They came together with a goal. And the reason why they did this, the reason why they had this Berlin conference, is to stop the fighting amongst them. The whole purpose of this was so that we never have to fight each other again. Because they had made so much money off of slavery, they had started to get into it with each other. So the meeting was like, hey, I got something for y'all to do. Fuck fighting each other. Let's go over there and get some more. That's what you can do. Let's go get some more. Fuck we fighting for when we can go get some more. See? So you're not going to convince me that they gave up all of this for what? What is your reasoning that you think these people don't like each other? It's a game. It's a game. Now here's what they got to do. Now, in order for this thing to stick, now here's where it get greasy. In order for this thing to stick the way they needed to stick, because remember, this is about global domination. This ain't about just, okay, they just want Africa. You're watching all the world's superpowers come together as a collective in agreement to dominate. You think they sat in that room, agreed to dominate Africa, and stopped after that? We don't be thinking. So if they could sit down and agree that we finna make everybody richer than they ever could be, and we're gonna take it. And they even said, we're not gonna do it like the Pope and them did. Ain't no fake ownership. You can't be like, yeah, I own this place, and you don't go in there and hold that bitch down and you still collecting money. No. If you say you run that bitch, we should be able to slide to come visit you and you got it under control. I don't want a nigga to touch me. Real control. If you can't hold it, you can't have it. So them white boys came in there on land brutally and slaughtered everything until you laid down and they took it. But what makes it so crazy is they understood we got to abolish slavery first. In order for this plan to really work, we got to abolish slavery first. We got to get rid of slavery. Now that we done drained the land, get rid of that shit. We still gonna put these niggas to work. But that land, that's what we really need, that land. That's where all the wealth is at. Because this is a corporate move they making. This is a corporate move they making. What they had to do was undercut the kings. I told y'all, America came here on the run. America undercut the king in England and came up with America on some running off. They ran off on the plug. That's what a lot of them started doing because they could come together. And why do I have to go borrow some money from the king and get him most of it when I come back? When we could pitch our money in, come together and just go. We don't need the money from the king. We just pitch our money in and go get our shit and come back. And then check this out. This is where your stock market comes from. So what they had to do is you got 6 wealthy businessmen. So instead of going to the king to borrow the money from the establishment, these 6 businessmen come together as partners. And everybody get a percentage off the trip. So like we expected to go and pick up this amount of slaves. And we expected to come back and it's going to be worth this amount of money. So everybody say, all right, well, I'm going to pitch in these amount of thousands on this excavation. They call it, they give it fancy words. Expedition. I'm going to put in on this expedition. That really mean we finna go kill niggas and take their stuff. So then they come. Now, you have a percentage in that trip. And then they got savvy and said, okay, well, this shit worked a couple of times. We coming with a company now. So they would make up the Carlisle group or some shit. Import, export. Yeah, they mean that we import and export Negroes back and forth. It's an import, export company. The Carlisle group. I'm just making up some shit. Now, they put that fancy seal on there, and now this is a company. And this company, they got their own boats, and they can brag, we got the best Dutch boats. They buying boats from the Dutch. cut the king all the way out. Now, shortly thereafter, you have what's called a stock market with slaves on it. But the first percentages of stock was taking stock in the journeys. You was buying stock in the journeys to go pick up the slaves. For all of y'all to say it wasn't no slave ships, then what the fuck am I talking about right now? They literally was having you buy stock in the boating expeditions. So now, this shit is turning into big business. And all we got to do, hold on. All we got to do now is turn up the propaganda. Now, this is where science come in at. Because now, remember, America just stepped on the playing field last. They the little guys. They was at the Berlin Conference too, but they wasn't no heavy hitters. They was new school. They was just there trying to learn the game. Now, they take it to a different notch because now, let's deal with it from a scientific level. Eugenics. The science of eugenics. The regeneration of the human race. The privileges and duties of bringing children into the world. Elimination, segregation, selection. I say that again. Elimination, segregation, selection. The right to get married. The law of opposites. The mother, the sole arbiter of her. Elimination, segregation, selection. You could tell what that is just by the sound of it. So now, let's just go a little bit further so you can see what we're talking about. Now, when you get into eugenics, you get into the origin of species, means of natural selection, or the preservation of favored races in the struggle for life. Do y'all see this bullshit? This is propaganda for your ass. The origin of species by means of natural selection or the preservation of favored races in the struggle for life. This is racism at its finest. So now they're selling it to the public. So what this means is, when you come home, when you're a big colonizer, and you go home to your wife, hauling niggas by the neck, and she have a humane moment and ask you, how can you do it? And you have to sit her down and explain natural selection, survival of the fittest. Baby, the reason why this is happening because we are naturally superior. If we weren't, we wouldn't be able to do this to them. The only reason why we're able to subjugate them is because of natural selection. The universe chooses us to be better than them. So we just are. Whoa. And this became the #1 science in America. And so for all of you black women who want to be a part of feminism, that whole movement was Margaret Sanger, who was also heavy in the eugenics movement. And she was an extreme racist. I watched a couple of videos of her. She looked like the Wicked Witch of the East or some shit. And she is an enormous racist. Evil little old heifer. Now, so now they break out the science on you. Look at this. Now, from a scientific perspective, they looking at skull types and trying to match you up and say, hey, you see that? They don't even descend from humans. Look at that. Now they measuring your cranium and saying, this ain't no normal human cranium. It's oblong and bigger. They not like us. See, we different. Look at the Greek. Look at the Greek figures. They different. You see how this thing worked? Now they whip the modern day science on you and got you running scared, like thinking something wrong with you. And got the whole world. They feeding this to the whole world. And we are, and I just had a moment earlier today or maybe it was yesterday, I don't remember, but it was like, you thinking about, we always say America was built off the backs of slaves. Brothers and sisters, didn't I just show y'all that room that had a representative from every white nation on the planet heading to Africa? This entire planet was built off the backs of the African slave trade. All of this wealth in all of these predominantly white countries, it all came from the Atlantic slave trade. This money that you see and you wonder why white people got so much more than everybody else, it's because their parents or their great-great-great-grandparents got filthy fucking rich off the slave trade and built all of these companies and corporations. They all started out as dummy companies, I just told y'all, to get them boats and them slaves through. And if y'all seen my debate a couple weeks ago, I went and got the actual ledgers from the court proceedings where they showed people who got caught bringing back slaves past when they were supposed to. And I got the actual court readings with the case number of the captain of the ship going against the United States for trying to smuggle slaves in the country. The real authentic shit. So, like, when you understand what happened, we can stop speculating, talking about they didn't do this, they didn't do that. It ain't no secret societies. It ain't no this. It is all of that. Why wouldn't they keep the secrets from you that don't make sense? It's illogical. Now, they're using this science to teach the world that you're not human so that they can live like this. It's got you sitting around. They got you standing around waiting on them while they sitting there looking fancy. You pick up the carriage and pull this heifer around. This is what they did with their money. They got filthy fucking rich. Look at this. This is them. This is them. This is them. It's all fucking them. Same people. Same fucking people. It's them. By 1914, it started right here. It started right here. Great Britain, right here. This little piece of shit right here. You see that? Red. The United Kingdom. This little thing took over all of this. Everything you see red, they took over by 1914. That's less than 100 years, bro. That's not even 1884. That's not even close. So 1884, that's 30 years. Took them 30 years to do this. And you think they did all of that. So who the fuck is? Wait. Let's look at the map again. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm bugging. Okay, so this is what they had by 1914. It's 2023. It's 100 years later. What do you think this map looks like 100 years later? What would you take a guess of that map looking like 100 years later? You first you would have to show me at what point they lost power anywhere. These same people, show me when they lost power. What war did they lose? The same people since 1914, what war have they lost? And you better not say Vietnam. Because they told you they lost the Vietnam War. But the Vietnamese people are Christians now. Make it make sense. It's Christianity is all through China. How? How do you listen? These are religious wars. This is my God versus yours. If you're a Buddhist nation and I'm a Christian nation, it's a religious war. Fuck spreading democracy. It's a religious war. If we got two different gods we serve and we're going to go to war, obviously we're praying to our God. We're both saying we loyal, we believe we should win. And we're expecting God to pick a favorite. So in the event that you praying to Buddha and you get your ass whooped by Christians, then you would be a Christian. But if you won, then the entire America would have been turned Buddhist. If we had have lost the Vietnam War, that essentially would mean America would have become a Buddhist nation, because Buddhism was the core religion of those people at the time of the war. So how do we lose the war and turn them Christian? It don't work like that. So then you got to understand what happened. They got that ass beat and they got converted. So that means this map got divided up to this. They sectioned it off, tallied it up, and turned it to this. And you got this asshole to thank, Mr. Darwin, who convinced everybody that you are not the same as white people. You come from the apes, and they have the superior brain and bloodline. You see this? They are mentally superior to you because of natural selection and because you come from a primitive species. This is what they teach their children, and this is what they put in all their literature, be it spiritual or not. You can find that white supremacy ideology in every religious book on the planet. So now you got to think, so what are we looking at? When we're looking at politics and we're looking at presidential debates and we're looking at these people get on the news and threaten other countries and say, you better not mess with the Ukraine or we're going to help them. Then we see the Ukraine getting messed with and nobody helped them. But then they did help them. And it's just all this talking back and forth. For what? Remember how this story started. People with $1 billion don't kill each other. There's no billionaire on the planet that wants to kill another billionaire, that wants to kill anybody other than slaves. Billionaires want to kill slaves because it's the only way a billionaire can stay a billionaire is to eat off the slaves. No billionaire gets to be a billionaire without slaves. Slaves is us, the dumb consumers, that we eat up all of these, every vision, every ideology that these rich people have, we get consumed by it because to us on this planet, wealth equals intelligence. So we see a wealthy person and we think, well, that person is only rich as fuck because they're smarter than us. No, it's a lot of ways to get rich as fuck and not be that smart. But we don't make the connection. We equate intelligence with wealth. That's why we let rich celebrities get on TV and say stupid shit and we think it's smart. We let these people we let celebrities tell us. And NBA athletes actually did commercials promoting for us to take the shot. All those NBA commercials and athletes that promoted for us to take the shot. And now we got Pfizer in a lawsuit and the owner of Pfizer dead. Wonder what that was about. And he said something was finna happen to him. He did a video saying something like, I forgot. I watched the video. He did a video saying they was finna kill him or some shit like that. And then like a week later, he was out of there. What was that about? Because they finna get sued and he probably was finna tell what the fuck really happened. But where's the athletes at? See, this is the part y'all don't pay attention to. Where's the athletes at that told us to get it? And now they're saying people's might be dying from it, and they're suing, saying that it ain't right. Why haven't the athletes? Why haven't LeBron James come and apologize for validating that bullshit that could have killed his fans? Because he wants you to take it and die. These people are sick. They're fucking sick. And I'm gonna start thinking y'all sick if y'all keep believing them. These people are fucking sick. Now, I just think this was some calculated shit to say, to have the foresight to say, now that we done emptied out the land around them, they don't got no help really. We can have both. It's a double barrel. We can get rich off the slave trade, and then we can go take the land that we just emptied and get richer. And right now, to this day, they're not. Now, you see this thing where y'all be talking about United States and China is into it. And then it might be a war. United States and China both own shitloads of land in Africa. If they was mad at each other, how could they be in the same continent getting so much money? Why they not mad at each other over there? Why you don't see no turf war kicking off in Africa? It's a fucking game, y'all. And we got to get hip to it. It's a game. It's not a real thing. And I just showed y'all how these white boys sat in this room, looked at a map of a place they never been to and divided it up and said, go get them. And this sick fuck Leopold was so fucking disgusting. Like, okay, 10 million people. Like, first of all, who did the count? But second of all, like, if this is a real thing, how do you get to 1 million bodies and not think, man, I'm tripping, bro, I'm bugging, like, for real. I know I was mad, but like, it's 1 million people. How do you get a body count of 1 million dead and don't feel nothing? Nothing. You are responsible for 1 million dead people. I don't give a fuck what race they are. 1 million. And you woke up cool? Like, what are we dealing with? And these are the people y'all expecting to have all these moralistic moments to give y'all things and reparations, and y'all march, y'all get your cute little signs and you march and chant and shit, and like, these people will drop 1 million bodies and go to have tea and crumpets. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You could tell he didn't give a fuck about 1 million people dead because he killed 9 more. 10 million people. That shit is even beyond my comprehension level. I'm trying to even find something to say to y'all after that. 10 million people, bro. That's crazy. And I don't even see how these people are. If you had a leader that was that sickening, that country shouldn't even be allowed to exist no more after that. like they got to leave them. Belgium, no more. Get rid of it. We don't know if it's the land that did it to him or something in the water, but we can't have a Belgium no more. Nigga killed 10 million. We can't have that no more. Like, These are the people that y'all sit back and think have a fair voting system. People that would meet and do that. And here's how you know they didn't undo it. Because nobody talks about it. Nobody comes and lets us know that got undone. Because they think your dumb ass don't know about it. That's how they think. These dumb ass niggas don't know. They have no conscience. They will whack you, your mama, your dog, your dog's puppies, and some more shit. They really just don't give a fuck. And when you can look and see, like, hold on, my fault, y'all. Hold on, I was looking for something. Damn. Where it go? Damn. I lost it. It be so many things I be scrolling past. I be to scroll past it too fast and can't find it. I know y'all over here cooking in the comment section. I ain't been in the comment section the whole goddamn show. Yahoo to everybody. Yahoo to everybody. Yahoo. Peace to all the queens. Peace to everybody. See him be in the building. Let me get the fuck up out of here. Where's okay, hold on. I was looking for something. My fault, y'all. Damn. This ain't it, but this described them perfectly. This little island, they is a little bitty ass island in the water. They all about that damn rainbow and mythology. Mythology, serpents and rainbows and naked babies. That's the perfect picture for them. And them little bitty people did this. That's all of them. All this red shit, that's all of them. And I mean, this is an older map. I'm almost positive it's twice as big as that now. There's only a couple places left in Africa that haven't been conquered. Past that, it's a wrap. It's over. OV. And oh yeah, the queen did just say something about damn, I don't got the flyer in here. I don't got the flyer in here. I try to have it loaded every week. I slipped. I forgot this week. But we do have an upcoming debate on the 14th of next month. It'll be a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be debating the brother Daniel Wright, and we will be debating is religion bad for black people? Well, it says melanated people. I'm sorry I ain't got the flyer. My fault, y'all. So is religion good for melanated people? And we're going to deal with it. I just wanted to... I had always heard about the Berlin Conference, but I never really got into it. And I guess the part that really hit me the hardest was the part that it happened right after, less than 20 years after they abolished slavery, and it's the same people. So that showed me a deeper, more diabolical plan where they double gutted us. And it's just crazy how we not able to make the connections, and we still think that these are separate entities when we hear these different countries, and we actually think they're different countries. No, this is the same people. The exact same. The same people you was dealing with then, you're dealing with now. This is just like, because this is how you know it's the same people. Because you never heard anything about the other people giving up. So like, if this wasn't the same people, you would have heard about regime changes and shit like that. No, it's the same people. We haven't heard about none of these powerful nations that was involved in slavery getting overthrown. Think about it. None of the nations that got rich off slavery, the French, the Portuguese, all these countries still exist. So what? You think they lost the money? They made trillions of dollars off slavery for 200 something years. You think the money left? They got the money. So it's the same people. It's just the children. They show you in these goddamn movies, they pass this shit down to generations. That's why I be on y'all about y'all children, because if you fuck up, who we gonna pass this to? If we so passive about quick to say this is not damaging our children and we're not shielding our children from all this poison, then who is going to? I'm getting old. I was telling my kids yesterday, like, y'all give me energy. I'm tired. I'm getting too lazy to do the shit I got to do. Y'all better come on with it. So it's time for you to prepare them. It ain't time for you to duck the fight and teach them to duck it. Because if you duck it, you teaching them to duck it. No, it's time to get out here and get these children mind right. It's party time. Because otherwise, I tell you what, this is something I could tell you for sure. If you don't know what to do with your children, white folk do. I can promise you that. That much I can promise you. If you don't believe nothing else I said today, believe this part. If you don't know what to do with your children, white folks do. Now, I got something for you. Y'all might be able to hear it. Probably not. Hold on. What a Soon as they tell you no disrespect, the disrespect is coming. Throwing rocks, hiding your hand, always turn into something. I could spit the realest you heard, feel make you say it's nothing. The world is ran by weirdos and robes, satanic baby touchers. Damn right I said it, now deal with it. Fuck the Duke and Duchess, they been having slaves since the old days. Come on, let's make it public. I won't bite my tongue for no one. Fuck what they do to me. Before I sell my soul or sell out, they'll sing my eulogy. Most of y'all was ops anyway. I'll be the bad guy. I'm Malcolm at the curtain every day. Gon' let the mag fly. Today is Independence Day. I'm done with all the fuckery. Cause Kanye West a puppet and I don't trust no fucking Kyrie. Enough with all these athletes. They Judas of Iscariot. Plus King James had slaves and half these Israelites just lie. Let's talk about them Salem witch trials. Then holler Queen down. Most of y'all ain't really got guts, and I can see it now. I'm fresh about the Matrix, aka it's Mr. Red Pill. Bars is like a car crash, rappers just like roadkill. All these baby mamas and baby daddies, but where the families at? Most of y'all was screaming gang gang, then y'all became rats. I done seen a mouse who was caught, actually escaped the trap. I don't know what happened after that. I'm simply stating facts. This is where the real meet the whack, and I'm just happy that it's R.I.P. when I'm on the track. Watch Beauty body that. Matter of fact, speaking of rap, let's go and get back to that. Cause all I see to keep it exact is a bunch of pussycats. I could give you bar after bar about the closed casket. Now you think I'm going too far about the pedo pastors. Hell no, this month it ain't March. But this is truly madness. The truth is y'all live with no heart, and this is truly sadness. Rap game, they picked it apart and turned the ass backwards. Most of y'all just playing a part like Hollywood actors. This is where the road meets the rubber, and it get hella hectic. How the hell the ones vaccinated end up with more infections? You can ask your government by Operation Paperclip. And if the president is powerless, then why the hell we voting for them? See, this is what a coward is. They sacrificing sacrilege, defaced all your monuments just to erase the evidence. Forgive me if I'm a pessimist, but I ain't with that extra shit. Cause they ain't never gave me one reason to ever trust this bitch. Whip cracker on a crucifix. The truth of this is ludicrous, and I be getting hella pissed that y'all even believe that shit. Alright. Since music sucks so bad, I just hit y'all with some conscious bars every year. I'm gonna start playing Black Friday. Somebody asked me that too, and I didn't even think about that. They say, why don't we playing the Black Friday tracks up here? Because I don't be thinking about it, but thank you very much for your input. Now, hold on. Wait a minute. I be messing up. I done did something to the screen. I don't know how to fix it. Black folks always messing with stuff. I tell you, I'm black folks. Okay, wait. No, I messed up. I made my screen shorter. How to? You know how I fix it, bro?
What do you mean by shorter?
I don't. You have to see it. See how it's cut off right here. I did something. It ain't. See, you can't. Hold on. My fault, y'all. See it. That ain't supposed to be like that.
Oh, okay, I see. So
Wait.
yeah, if you double click at this on this top bar. Oh, okay, that ain't doing it.
Yeah, that ain't doing that. We having technical difficulties. I done fucked up, y'all. Hey,
maybe try going full screen and then.
you can't blame it on alcohol. I don't drink. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Now, if we talk about Miss Mary, I might be guilty. All right, there we go. Back at it. All right, so yeah, so like I just be wanting y'all to peep the play, man, and see how diabolical these people is. So you just got to think about this ain't the time for us to be trying to disconnect from each other. We at war and it's heavy. We need each other. So we got to first understand you can't solve a problem if you don't understand the problem. People always ask me, so what? Forget the past. The past don't matter. That's the trap they got y'all in, thinking the past don't matter. How the past don't matter with shit like what I just told you. Most of y'all never heard of the Berlin Conference. I had heard of it, but I didn't. Until I got in there, I didn't really know what it exactly had happened. Like, man, that shit is crazy. First order of business at the conference was to make sure that everybody had let go of their slaves like they was told. That was the first order of business, to make sure that everybody here, y'all did what we told. Okay, now that we got that part solved, let's eat. That's what makes this crazy. You can't possibly think that people went in business making all of that money and then just got mad at each other once they was rich and started. Come on, man. Mission almost accomplished. World domination. It's too late to get mad at each other. They this close to getting it. Once they get world domination, it's planetary slavery. Why give up now? This is the closest they ever been. Every superhero movie got the same thing. What? Somebody extremely rich want to take over the world. Every superhero. Every superhero movie. Some bad guy got an idea on how they can take over the world. And at the end of the movie, it never works. So you think it's not possible. Superman. No. They're this close to actually accomplishing the goal. And I'd be damned if they finna get into a fucking fight now. It doesn't make sense. There's no logic in us fighting right now when we control everything. The only goal we have, how do I have time to be fighting with you when my goal is to keep my people asleep? That's what the objective is. Rule your people. Remember, the only land you can claim is what you can hold. So the name of the game is ruling your people, not beefing with each other. I don't give a fuck what you do to the people in your country. Why would I care? When they meet to make sure each other holding shit down and to see who else need their ass whipped. That's what meetings is for. And you're not gonna get this thing. This thing doesn't exist where you think everybody is holding their own. Russia do this and this people. No, it ain't been like that for a long time. These people are in cahoots. They didn't have been since they was in cahoots before the slavery shit. Because this is the second slavery. The first one was Islam. And I'm going to do one on Islam. And when y'all find out where Islam come from, y'all going to be like, what the fuck? Islam ain't even what you think. You can't even prove to me that there was a Prophet Muhammad. I'm going to say that for another time. But prove to me that there was a man named Prophet Muhammad. Prove it. It's going to be hard. Oh, didn't he get his teachings from inside a cave? He was inside a cave and the spirit came to him and an angel came to him. Damn. That same thing happened to Jesus, Buddha, uh, the dude from the Zoroastrianism. A lot of people met angels in caves for some reason. What is it with angels in caves? You guys got to peep the play, man. This is the same soup, just reheated. And now you got to ask yourself. I see all this conversation we having about AI, and is AI gonna take over? What do you think we're using right now? We're using AI, artificial intelligence. So, like, look, y'all see how my ticker scrolls at the bottom about my Patreon, the Cash App, and the We Got to Do Better. That's artificial intelligence. It's something I want that I don't want to have to manually do. So I'm programming the computer to say something for me. Your cell phone is artificial intelligence. When you get that call and it's the voice and they tell you to choose this and choose that and pick this number and type this in, that's artificial intelligence. So I'm waiting on you to tell me what you can do on this planet without artificial intelligence successfully. The grocery store, the self-checkout, that's artificial intelligence. When you go to the car wash and you put what you want in there, and then it tell you put the car in neutral and you don't do shit else until you leave, that's artificial intelligence. They just give it a fancy name. It's the same shit. It's computers doing the work of being programmed to do the work of humans. And it to the point where it can quote unquote think for itself. Well, once you program something and it can carry out a program that's thinking for itself, that's you giving a robot an order and it carrying it out. Same thing. So this is what they use for the next phase of the takeover, technology. Because every time you want to download an app onto your phone, it needs to know everything about you. Every time you want to apply for something, every time you want to do anything, it want to know what's your social media, what's your email, what's your phone number, what's your first and last name. That's for down to everything now. So you're leaving a digital fingerprint everywhere you go to accomplish anything now. Now it's getting to the point you would rather order from Amazon than go to the store. We would rather deal with computers than humans at this point of our phase. Nobody really even wants to talk on the phone anymore. We'd rather text. So I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to have a human connection with you. I just want to say what I got to say and get on with my day. So human interaction every year lessens and lessens and lessens. But the people who are pushing that, they constantly interact with each other to control you. But they teach you to minimize your human interaction. Let the computer do everything. This is just the next phase of the exact same fucking plan. Nothing is changing. You're getting upgrades on the exact same system of slavery and oppression and colonialism. This is just a new version of it. It's fancy and it allows you to have some money. They've always let slaves have trinkets. So now we're gonna I'm gonna do another one of these. And I want to deal heavy. Right before I had to deal with this, y'all know I'm gonna deal with the resurrection and all of that with the springtime. I got some new info to hit y'all with. So before that, I want to deal with this American history thing a couple times, so that y'all really understand the position they got us in this country, and it don't make sense for us to keep saying we not this, we not that, and arguing with each other over senseless shit. Uh, now, once again, if you would like to show your boy some love and donate, or check out my Patreon, but I really don't be on Patreon that much. I'm gonna take that off of here because y'all be having me work too hard on Patreon, and then y'all don't be watching the videos. That it take a lot of work. Y'all get them for free, so y'all don't be rocking with me. That's how it be though. But I love what I do, so it is what it is. But we do. You can cash at me at OBPC Boxing, Cash App $ OBPC Boxing, and we got the only HBCU in the nation. www.wgdbacademy.com. That's right, damn it, I said it. The only HBCU in the nation, because all of those HBCUs have white people, and I got school all year round. I just had somebody hit me up talking about, do you have spring classes? That was kind of funny. It tickled me, but no, I don't have spring classes. It's all year round. All you got to do is come get some. That's what you do. Come get this information. We got Understand My Blackness is the primary course where we break down your African American history from beginning to end. Y'all got a problem with that term? I really don't. Y'all was talking about we not African Americans and it's messing with our reparations. Even Negroes ain't getting no reparations till that white boy feel like giving it to you, or till you take it one way or the other. Crying about your title don't got a fucking thing to do with reparations. You think the reason why you not getting reparations because you call yourself black? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Y'all be saying weird shit. Black is just a color. We can't get reparations like that. You can't get reparations because you don't want to take it. Nobody gonna give you shit. Why should you get reparations? Because we whipped your ass and took your shit. That's the craziest shit to me. You want me to repair you for the ass whooping I gave you? Of course, if they give it, I'm taking it. But realistically, that's a pity cry. They whooped our ass in battle, and we want some money for it. Come on, man. What the fuck? Now, do I think we should get it? Hell yeah. Of course we should. But it's not one of the things where I don't understand what's really going on. You lost in a war. You're still losing in a war. And while we're still currently whooping your ass in that war, you want us to give you money for the ass whooping that we intentionally gave you. I never heard of such a thing, but whatever. If it works, I'm cool with it. I'm definitely going to cash the check. But it's like, it's kind of a crazy thought process. Now, they did it to secure themselves so they can pay themselves off when they fuck up. They didn't do it so you niggas could get no money. And I feel like at some point we're going to actually get the reparations, but it'll be a trick bag. The only thing they waiting on they're waiting on the fact to hold out to the absolute last minute to where they got a plan for your ass. Meaning once we give you this money, we know white folks will never give you nothing until they know what you're going to do with it. So they're not giving Black America reparations till they know exactly what you're going to do with it. And once they know that you Negroes going to buy more jewelry and pop more bottles, them checks is going to come. That's all they need to know. You stop all this revolutionary talk and start talking more about jewelry and popping bottles and twerking and whatever the new dance is. You keep more of that coming, them checks will roll out. That's all you got to do. Y'all talking this black power shit, they pushing them checks back, baby. Fuck them people, man. I'm not sitting around waiting for that. It's going to be what it's going to be. But we got to know what really went down. It's imperative to understand what happened on this planet so then you know how to navigate. We just navigate with a bunch of emotions, and our emotions be so far from reality, it's ridiculous. So we had to have a real moment where we kind of just understand what's happening and okay, this is what it is. This how it happened like that. Okay, we can't move like that. We got to move like this. That's all it is. How we gonna have a collective thought process when we don't have a collective understanding? See, that's what y'all think. Y'all think people got the right to feel how they want to feel. People can believe what they want to believe. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with people have the right to feel how they want to feel. I don't agree with people should believe what they want to believe. Pedophiles believe they should touch your children. You see how that thing works? Christians believe that if you ain't Christian, you should burn in hell. You see how that thing works? So we got to be careful when we say people got the right to believe what they want to believe, because some of them beliefs contradict your whole motherfucking existence. So I don't believe people could believe what they want to believe. I believe people should check themselves. If you believe in some crazy shit, you should stop. You don't got the right to do that. Shit. If you believing in something that's counterproductive to our people, what the fuck I look like telling you? Well, that's just on them. No, it's not. It's gonna ultimately be on all of us if we don't check that shit in. That's a problem. We give too many people too many passes for shit that we know ain't supposed to go down. By this point, most of us know the past on bullshit. We still act like we don't because we don't want to hurt granny feelings. Man, look, we love granny. I love my granny, but sometimes you got to come clean. It's getting to the point where we're not gonna have no more spaces to run and play pretend. That pretend game y'all like to play is pretty much over with. It's showtime. It's time to understand what happened and move accordingly. We're working on language. We're working on education, finance, all of this stuff. We got to go back to the drawing board and relearn it. We got to unlearn and relearn. Because most of the shit we taught was bullshit. Understand how money works. That's what I'm focusing on right now. It's complicated. Understand exactly how money works, how money and credit works. It'll be the best thing you ever did. My broski put me up on some shit and got my wheels turning. So that's where I'm finna invest a lot of my thoughts at. Now, with that being said, we are still no more debates until the 14th. Then on the 14th, we locking in. It'll be here, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, and it's gonna be a banger. And I'm coming out swinging. I'm telling you that now. But we still, I'm gonna make a. My son. Hopefully, my son do it. He said he would. If you listen to son, hopefully my son do it. He said he was gonna do something fly with the debate from last week, chop it up some kind of way and put it out there. So if that happens, that'll be dope as hell. So we can get that footage out. Not really footage, just audio. So we're gonna have to add some footage to it because it's just audio. But that's that with that. Besides that point, Black said we got to take our reparations. We are AI. It will be historic. I see that Daniel right. Yeah, hey, we're gonna get it in though. We're gonna lock in heavy on the 14th. I know you're gonna come out swinging. We need a moderator. I don't know if Zone 1 gonna be in the building. Zone 1, where you at? Oh, hey. Zone 1 in the building. Hey, look, yeah, I need you that night, Zone 1. We're gonna have to have a moderator because I know Daniel gonna try to go in. With Daniel feisty, we need a moderator for him for sure. But yeah, it's gonna be a gentleman's. It's gonna be a gentleman's thing. It's gonna be respectful, and it's gonna be powerful. Cause I already got my first round halfway done, and so I know. I'm telling you, I'm just putting. Yeah. Daniel said he expecting to make his name off me. Hey, you know what? I can't knock you. I expect you to say shit like that. And I'm glad you said that because I was just about to tell you. Bro. I'm going to tell you like this right here. I ain't even going to threaten you. I would be impressed. You don't even got to do nothing else but survive the first round and I'd be impressed. If you survive the first round, I damn near consider that a victory. I'll put it to you that way. I'm gonna punch so hard cause like I say, you feisty. So in my debates, what I prefer to do, I prefer to build to a climax and start to cooking a little bit. But I ain't gonna do that with you. They gonna say ding ding. As soon as we touch gloves, I'm gonna swing on you. You know how the ref make you touch gloves? We gonna touch gloves and I'm gonna. So we gonna bang. I promise you, my first round gonna be deadly, Daniel. Come with it. Come with your A game, baby. Come with your A game. They say if you could trick them, you could beat them. I don't want to trick you. I just want to fight. I ain't coming for no tricks that night. I'm coming to gladiate. It's gladiator school that night. We're gonna lock ourselves in a small room and just punch. Hey, No, it's gonna be fun though. That's gonna be a great night. Tell everybody, get your popcorn, get a medic unit. I need some medical staff on standby. I need a medical staff on standby in case. No, hey, hey, it's all love, man. Me and Daniel always be going at it. It's gonna be super cool, man, and it's gonna be fun. However it go, it's gonna be fun. So, yeah, that's what we doing. And past that, y'all know what it is with me, CMB, baby. Get on Clubhouse, New Jack City, CMB. I be gangbanging with my CMB. Hey, no, but yeah, that's what it is though. We're going on the 14th. Past that point, I'm really hungry as hell. I'm really hungry as hell and finna get the hell up out of here. But look though, this was gonna happen. Peace, Queen. Yes, I'm definitely gonna prevail. I'm gonna knock Daniel out, but it's gonna be a good knockout though. It's gonna be it's gonna be the type of knockout that you laugh and help him up. Hey, yeah, all of that. Hey, look though, it's been real. I really didn't think it was gonna last this long, but I knew it was gonna be powerful. So I hope y'all that information resonated with y'all, and that's what it is. I'm here on the plantation right now listening to you like, wow, my man be talking about something for real. Oh yeah, I try to mix it up, man. And then one of the queens came at me vicious, super reckless about the Sierra thing. About the Sierra thing. You queens y'all was a little heated, and some of you Negroids too was a little heated about me talking about Sierra. Was mad because I said she ain't got no business naked outside. And it's kind of amazing. Every female who was mad that I was talking about her being naked be kind of naked in their profile and shit like that. So I get it. Told me a Black Panther shouldn't be talking about these type of issues. And then she gonna post a picture of some Black Panthers talking about this what Black Panthers supposed to do. She don't know I'm second in command, and that's a fucking traitor she just showed us. She don't know no better. She don't know no better. How you gonna tell me what I'm supposed to be doing about what I'm doing? She don't know no better. You gonna brag about a fucking turncoat? She don't know no better. If you had anything to say, the last fucking person on the planet with morals you should have showed is that guy. But she don't know no better. Go say, where I been, she ain't seen no footage of me. Where the hell you been? The car dealership that just got shut down? The black man who's suing Kia and is about to cash out? We went viral twice. You ain't see that? The black woman who got assaulted, and we got the restaurant shut down, and we got one of the partners in the business kicked out the establishment. He's no longer partners with, this is $1 million franchise, and they kicked him out, told him he can take his money and walk. We don't need that around us. I've been going viral for 3 years running, thanks to my general. I ain't taking no credit. I'm a soldier. But don't say I'm not out there when I am. Who bum rushed the Democratic convention last year? Huh? Who bum rushed the Democratic convention in Wisconsin last year? Oh, you ain't see that. It was on the news. It was on the news when we walked into the Democratic Party and shut it down, and my general cussed everybody out, called them pedophiles and weirdos and all that. You ain't see that? Because it was on the national news. George Floyd, when they shut the city down. Who was there? Who got honorable mention? You ain't see that either, huh? Stop it, man. Stop it. We not out here just talking. We talking and we working. Yeah, we're going to do some talking. We're going to do some working. And I'm going to address any fucking thing that affect black people. And I don't care who get offended. They sent me. Don't you understand that? Whoever the fuck it was, I can't even tell you who it was. But whoever it was sent me. I didn't come here to make friends. I didn't come here to be that liked. Most people don't like me. I'm okay with that. My wives like me. That's what matters. My children like me. Everything else can get it. I'm not here for that. I'm here to tell you the shit you don't want to hear. I'm here to stand in the same fire that you say gonna burn you. Okay, well, put me in it to see what happens. I'm not here for you to like me unless you like the bullshit, because I'm with all of it. That's what I'm here for. The Queen Mother loved me. Everything else is just, it is what it is. I'm not here for any of that. These gonna be some hard messages and some tough lessons. That's tough love. I love you. Damn near everything I say could get me murdered as soon as I leave here. I do it anyway and don't give a fuck. So what does that tell you? I'm with all the bullshit. I'm not here to say the things that make you comfortable. I'm here to say the things that make you uncomfortable as fuck so you can get off your ass and do something about it. Even if the only thing you get up for is to turn me off, at least I made you get up. And then maybe on your way back to the couch, you'll think about something I said and turn me back on. Who knows? But I'm not here for that. Whoever the fuck sent me understood what they were doing when they sent me. I'm here to hold everybody accountable, or fuck them. Knowledge is the only real power. Information is the only real currency. I like it.